The cop moved along the street, looking strong and important. This was the way he always moved. He did not think of what others would think of him in that attitude. There was a few people outside. It was cold. It was raining that day. He stopped at each doors, trying to see if everyone is out for the night. He then looked up and down the street, looking. He is a gorgeous cop, and he is guarding the peace at night in the city. People in this part of the city went home early. You might see some lights that is owned by some particular business owners that is off an hour ago. He then slowed his walks to a darkened place, which the man was standing. As he walked along, the man quickly spoke. "It's all right, officer. Everything is fine here. I'm just waiting for a friend because 30 years ago we agreed to meet here tonight. And no, it might sound a bit strange to you, but it is true. I will explain to you everything that has happened 20 years ago so that you will know that everything is fine from here. So 20 years ago, there was a restaurant here. There was a restaurant here named Bobby's Joe, Daddy's Restaurant. And we used to eat the restaurant. The restaurant was closed until 5 years ago, isn't it?" "Yes, officer. But I had a friend 20 years ago, and we meet each other in this particular restaurant. I had a best companion ever 20 years ago. He was a childhood friend of mine. We lived together and we grew together in New York. I was 18 at that time and he was 20. The next morning, I planned to move out to the west to search for the fortune that I have in the future. I hoped that moving to the west is a good deal for me because I was going to find a job and find a great success closer to him, which he cannot just pull Jimmy out of New York because he thought that New York is the only place on earth. So 20 years ago, we agreed to meet here. No, 20 years ago, we agreed that we will meet here tonight. We thought that what will happen in our life 20 years, what the fortune awaited us, and what our future is waiting for us. So, it sounds interesting. A long time of such meeting, it seems to me. Have you heard of your friends since you went to the west? Yes, officer. For a time, we did drive to each other. But we stopped for a year or two because I had to move to the west. The west is actually so big. I had to move quickly because that is a big place. I came 1,000 miles just to be in this place, just to meet him in this place. And if he is alive today, I surely know that he will come here and that he will meet me because that is our promise to each other. So the waiting man took a fine watch with a great jewelry in it. It was 3 minutes until 10 p.m. Officer, actually, it was 10 p.m. when we last saw each other, when we said goodbye to each other. It was 10 p.m. when I moved to the west and when he chose to live here. You were successful in the west, weren't you? That's a fine watch that you have. Yes, officer. Actually, I was successful individual in the west. I hope that Jimmy is doing half as well too. Because knowing Jimmy, he's a slow mover actually. He was a slow mover. And people in this part of the city doesn't change much actually. That's why I moved to the West. Because in the West, you have to strive for what you get. That's why I can say that I am successful in the West. The cop took a step or two. Okay, I'll go now. Right? I hope that your friend comes here alright. But if he doesn't come here until 10, will you leave this place? Of course not, officer. I will not leave here. I'll wait at least half an hour. I'll wait for him half an hour. Because if he's still alive and he's hurt, I am sure. I surely know that he will come here, that he will meet me here. Okay, so good night, officer. Okay, good night. So the cop left as he was still trying each door to see if everyone is off for the night. There was now a cold rain and a strong wind. Few people were hurrying to go in their houses. There was a man who came 1,000 miles. A meeting that is not certain but committed. After 20 minutes, a tall man in a long coat came hurrying across the man. Is that you, Bob? Is that you, Jimmy? This is Bob indeed. 20 years is a long time, my friend. How are you in New York? I'm actually doing fine in New York. I'm working for the public, for the city. How are you? How are you in the West? The West gave me everything that I needed, that I wished for. By the way, why do you look so tall right now, Bob? I thought you were not that tall. Oh, I grew a little bit when I was 20. Anyways, Bob, let's go to a place that I know. This place here is closed about 5 years ago. So let's go to a place that I know and we'll just talk about our good old times. So the two men went across the streets to the place where Jimmy Wells lived, and they held hands. They held hands and talked about their good old times. So as the man from the West is talking about how he lived the West, the man in the coat with all ears listened to the man in the West. So as they went across the street, they encountered a restaurant. They encountered a restaurant that is still open, that has lights on. So with that light, they had the opportunity to see each other's face. So as they see each other's face, Bob is shocked. Wait a second. That's not you, Jimmy. I know 20 years is a long time, but that's not long enough to change someone's nose. A good man changes into bad one, indeed. So Bob, you're under arrest for 20 minutes. Chicago cops thought you were going here. Because we know that you were meeting your friend 20 years ago. Are you coming with me quietly? Okay, surrender. That's wise. But before that, let me give you this letter that my friend Jimmy Wells sent you. As Bob is reading this note from Jimmy Wells, his hands were shaking. This is from Jimmy. Bob, I was at a place on the time. I saw the face of a man wanted by Chicago cops. I didn't want you to arrest myself, so I went and got another cop and sent him the story of after 20 years,